once again, guys, sorry to kind of sound like death, but I want to produce some more content. So, actually, this one is going to be the award for the largest Yu-Gi-Oh deck that I've ever actually seen be played. Now, if you guys don't remember, there was a time back in Yu-Gi-Oh where your deck size could be anything. I believe even your extra deck had no limitation on it. And you're probably sitting here going, but what do you mean? The deck size has been limited from, what is it now, 40 to 60 for the longest time? Yeah, you're right. But there was a finer time in the game's history. So, actually, Lucas Randegger and I believe Mike D'Angelo Nguyen, I don't know if Mike is a European player or not, but he was posting some of the facts. But anyway, it's going to be a little picture. It should be like right here. These two guys had a deck of 2,222 cards. I believe, reading through this, it said it was played at German Nats in 2007. The guy ended up getting DQ'd because he was taking too long. He was playing Gadgets and Exodia in the same deck. Evidently, the deck list was over 100 pages long. He made sure to include extra blank lines. Now, this is a fucking meme, right? Like, I know there was a 104 card deck that topped a regional. I believe probably about the same time. I'd have to go back, double check. It was either like 104, 107, or 140. It was a Minneapolis regional, like, very long time ago. And you know, I'm kind of glad that we have the deck size limitation, because seeing shit like this, I mean, our community is already a bunch of memes, and they already like to push the rules a lot of the time. And having the defining guidelines to not want to make people effectively want to kill themselves while playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's definitely a good thing. And I mean, like, 60 card cancer has already been a thing. We've already seen Billy Break win an event with 60 cards. It's not impossible, but by leaving, you know, the deck size down to like this window to like this window, like 40 to 60, it still limits your creativity, sure, but it allows the game to be played significantly better. And in times of managing resources, in times of ruling questions, imagine having your opponent check your deck because, you know, you got Nobleman to cross-outed for a fucking card that you play 3 of, and you only removed 1 copy of it. I believe at that time you could actually go through the deck and verify because of numbers. And let's be real, you're like, alright, you just push your 2,200 card deck across the table and go, please check and make sure, but I don't have any of the copies. You're just like, yep. And then it's on your opponent now, because I'm sure your opponent's curious, but no sane man is going to take more than a minute or two to look through, you're like, damn! Like, just like the Fat Man scale, like, there's okay, there's damn, and then there's damn, and a 2,200 card deck is damn, alright? Like, I see, like, it's already bad enough our community, like I said, pushes the note across the table, likes to find the little loopholes. I mean, you guys saw that with the Djinn thing a while back from Hoban. You know, the fine line that is crossed by a lot of these players. You know, when you get into a moral conversation about a conversation that isn't a gray area, gentlemen's agreements, trash like that, you know, like, no side is right or wrong because it's all based on your moral dilemma. And I think even playing a fucking huge deck like this at an event pushes that note across the table, if, you know, that was still allowed. Because not only are you trying to effectively abuse the timer, you don't have a set time to resolve your searches. So by effectively extending the deck size, you're putting more strain on the already ridiculous timer at some events. I mean, we already get angry that some Yu-Gi-Oh games only take 4 turns now. And imagine back then where, you know, you got your 6th card, you play 1 card, or hell, I believe even the guy would be like, summon Red Gadget. I'm sure this guy was such a savage that he only played 1 fucking copy of the gadgets. Summon Red Gadget, you're like, alright, give me give me like 5 minutes, I gotta go search for this 1 yellow in here. Like, could you imagine asking your opponent to shuffle and cut this monster? Like, that would be so bad. And like, I don't, what kind of person, like, writes a deck list that's 100 pages long? Like, it's like the guy that paid in pennies at that DMV. Like, I feel like these people would be the exact same people, right? Like, hey, you know what, like, I really don't like you, Konami. Your events are shit, evidently. And this guy's like, you know, I'm going to get back at you. Like, the same guy, like I said with the pennies. He's like, I'm going to write this 100-page deck list and pay this 2,200 card deck. Why? Because I can. Like, oh my god. Was his extra deck large as fuck too? Like, I don't have any verification on that, but like, I'm just curious to know, like, how the fuck they went about, like, shuffling this. Like, imagine sitting down from this round 1 and your opponent's like, and then they, like, I'm sure they left it in the box that they had the deck in, because like, that'd be the only way to do it. And then you, like, you pushed across the table, you're like, please cut my deck. You'd be like, huh, well, I'll play. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, I've seen people, locals, that have decks that are top loaded. Alright, like, I thought that was a special kind of special. And not like, I'm not saying like retarded or anything like that. No, that's not how I'm using this phrase. It was something that I only considered to be an urban legend. Because I've seen a few pictures of them, and then I went to a new local one day, and a guy actually had a 45 card deck top loaded. I don't know how to feel about that, even still to this day. I respect the fact that you want to protect your cards. That is fine. That is respectable. But you have to understand that if you are going through those measures, you know, like, that's not necessarily a problem. And I mean, like, even we'll make the joke about, you guys remember the old prize card top loaders and things like that. Like, I wouldn't even complain about seeing one of those at a local. Like, it's a local for a reason. But when you go into the realm of people asking if they can have, you know, fucking extra cards and top loaders at events like the YCS prize cards, unfortunately not. You know, like, you know, you spent money, you know you're gonna have to play with that outside of a fucking sleeve, or outside of, you know, a top loader. Like, suck it up. You know, like, you know what you're doing. You know what competitive Yu-Gi-Oh is like. You know, like, there's a very strict code. You can't double sleeve your extra deck. Your main deck cannot be double, triple sleeved. I mean, we're not like the Japanese people. You know, like, I had a friend from Japan tell me one day that his friend got 12 layers of sleeves just to play Yu-Gi-Oh in the shower. Right now, if you guys know anything about OCG culture and like the way that they do this stuff, yeah, we're detouring here slightly because I don't have much else to say about the 2200 cards, but you can pretty much buy any fucking kind of sleeve you want. I'm pretty sure that if I sleeve a fucking card, like, let's get an actual fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card here. Alright, cool. We found a Dark Magic Circle. I'm pretty sure that if I sleeve this 12 times, like, fucking, we may as well put a fucking condom on it and a fucking trash bag while we're at it. But I'm pretty sure that it will be okay at some point. I don't even have, like, I don't even know where I can get 12 layers of sleeves. I think at most you can get, like, the Super Fit and the Ultra Pro that goes on top of it, and I think there's another layer that goes on top of that. And then you can get a skinny sleeve on top of that, and then the magic sleeve. And I don't know what the fuck you do beyond that. Like, I didn't even know they go that high until my friend told me that story years ago. I mean, like, if you put a condom on it in a fucking trash bag, I don't know how the fuck you're seeing what, but Japan truly is a fucking culture of fucking wonders, man. You know, imagine if this guy, still, you know, a beautiful picture that we've had up this whole time, like, imagine this guy double sleeving his deck, like, and enjoy, like, you know what you guys are getting yourselves into. But anyway, I'm kind of thankful we have that rule, because let's come up with some clickbait here. Memeest deck 2016. Man takes 5,432 cards to Yu-Gi-Oh event. Just a picture of Asian Eyes smiling playing it. Yeah, I could see that. But this is far beyond his time, and this was actually just getting into the time of me being competitive, 2007. So this is my 10th year playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, the first time in nine years I don't have an invite yet. God, I'm on the low end of like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Spectrum at the moment. I need to get that. I'm not total trash. Yeah, guys. 2,222 cards. I'm sure there will be someone out there will read this or watch this video someday and add something to this. Obviously, everything that we've said in this video, I cannot confirm nor deny. I'm just going off of what I've seen on Facebook, so take that as a grain of salt, guys. But I'm sure if this video gets far enough out there that, you know, some of the European players will add more to this. Mimi is deck 20 fucking 2K07. Alright, guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Obviously, everything in this video is of my own opinion. I find it very important to state that in every video, because it's kind of cool because it's my opinion. And, alright, guys, fucking, I had to look down and see who I am today. Not even Barney. Fucking, like, the purple chicken nugget guy from fucking McDonald's. Grimace. How I've come full circle. Alright, guys, peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support, and please check out VanCole40 for Cardfight Vanguard, MCole Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.